The news continues now with stories from our area of specialization, women and children. After the main transmission of our news, we rebroadcast on our YouTube page, Clearview TV. Do you operate a women or children's NGO? Are you at the helm of affairs of a government establishment or a corporate organization involved in the affairs of women and children? Then you are our partners in progress. We have a mission to better the lot of our women and children. Join us to celebrate womanhood and work assiduously to better the lot of the Nigerian child. This is our mission.
Welcome back. In a recent podcast, Nigerian disc jockey and billionaire heiress Florence Otedola, better known as DJ Copy, said many Nigerian men were only interested in dating her because of her father. The daughter of Nigerian business tycoon and oil magnate Femi Otedola recounted her experiences with men who she could not cope with as a result of their desperation to meet her father, so as to get some form of connection for their personal gains. The news has sparked a debate among Nigerians on if it is wrong to want a financially beneficial marriage. In this report, Clearview TV's Gloria Atta spoke to some Abuja residents on the issue.
The practice of marrying for money or financial connections is as old as the marriage institution itself. Throughout history, kings and queens often unite for the sole purpose of bringing their kingdoms together. A woman was often seen as marriage material based on her dowry, the amount of money or property she or her family brought to the marriage. The practice is still very much evident in the 21st century, despite the fact that women and men now enjoy financial independence. The continuous rise in the cost of living due to recession, inflation, and other socio-economic factors appears to have forced more and more couples to seek ways of easing their financial burdens, as research has shown that financial stability is linked to emotional wellness. The news of 29-year-old billionaire heiress and Nigerian disc jockey Florence Otedola, better known as DJ Copy, stating that she wants a partner who would love her for her sake and not because of her family's wealth, has generated reactions on whether love alone should be a determining factor in present-day Nigeria. In an interview with Clearview Television, some Abuja residents see nothing wrong in wanting a financially beneficial marriage, as they believe it further cements the feeling of love that exists between the couple. For others, however, love is enough to sail the boat of matrimonial bliss.
Personally, I will go for money, but there will be love. It's not like there will not, it's not like there wouldn't be love, but I want to know that I'm financially grounded. Eventually, the love can grow. I mean, before you even think of getting married or wanting to get entangled with someone, you should have that form of friendship with the person already. So when the friendship is there and the person has the money, love will grow.
As a guy, I think the financial benefits shouldn't be considered when you are in love with somebody. You should be financially okay before you tell a girl you love her or you are trying to build a relationship with a girl. So I don't think you should think of the financial benefits you are getting from the other end as a guy before you fall in love.
Money and love goes hand in hand, because if you say you love someone and there's no money to back it up, the truth of the matter is that the relationship will not last. Because once a lady is hungry and a man keeps telling her he loves her and there's nothing to back it up, the relationship will not grow. That's the truth. So I feel there's need for balance. We should just balance it.
So me, I support the two of it, money and love. Because when there is money, the love develop very, very well. There's no sight of it all. Because when there is no money and there is love, one day you get tired of the love. Because you can't continue loving when there is nothing to finance the love you're actually supporting. Yes, there's nothing. So you really need money, and also, if I want to say you need money should be 100%, then love should be 89%.
I feel that the money will edge the love a little bit, because in this country in Nigeria that we live in now, I would say 80% of the girls of ladies who get married to a guy because of the money he has. So I do not see anything bad if me as a guy will now get married to the lady because of the money she has.
Different as the opinions may be, one thing that resonates in the minds of many are the lines of popular Nigerian artist Davido: "Love is sweet, but money makes love sweeter." Could it be safe to say money is the assurance that sails the boat of love? Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview Television.
It is no longer news that marriage is one of the most sensitive topics in human history. Marriage is also seen as the oldest institution created by God, as exemplified with the story of Adam and Eve in the garden. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines marriage as the state of being united as spouses in a consensual and contractual relationship recognized by the law. But with the upsurge in infidelity, especially the recent one in Calabar, which led to the death of a woman who put up a hot chase of her husband after spotting him with a side chick, the question now is, who cheats the most in marriage, the man or the woman? Clearview TV was on the streets of Abuja, the nation's capital city, to get reactions of the burning issue and reports. The word marriage is synonymous to love and happiness, but sometimes the joy and happiness that comes with marriage is usually barred by a number of cultural and socio-economic factors. One of the risk factors that continues to threaten marriage in our world today is infidelity, also known as unfaithfulness or cheating. Infidelity usually involves sexual or emotional affairs with someone outside the relationship agreement a person has with his or her spouse. Infidelity usually leaves both partners with effects that could even last a lifetime. It affects the quality of the relationship that exists between couples and their children, and results in stress, depression, and other mental illnesses, as well as psychological problems. The consequences of infidelity are enormous, as it leads to separation, divorce, and bad blood between the couple, as the jilted lover usually employs desperate measures for revenge. The news of the death of Mrs. Sonia Bassi in Calabar, Cross River State, is one of the sad consequences that infidelity can bring to a marriage. According to the sector commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Cross River State, Mekano Hassan, the middle-aged woman met her death on the 18th of September while on a hot chase of her husband and his mistress, also known as side chick. The news has been greeted with mixed reactions from Nigerians across all quarters, with many throwing blames and raising arguments on the issue. Clearview Television interacted with some residents of Abuja who say the woman brought calamity to herself by minding her husband after spotting him with his mistress.
When you see that, you just excuse yourself. Maybe you go home and then wait for your husband to come back. Because if you die, the husband can marry another wife. Go home. When your husband come back, you know how you people will settle the issue with. Because you cannot control your husband.
It was wrong of her to engage in a car race with the husband. Personally. For God's sake, this guy is going to come home. And probably you have a phone. You could as well have taken the pictures.
Since she's your husband, you will go home, wait for him. He will definitely come back home, and then you settle it with him, not chasing after them. You see, that act ended up taking her life.
Clearview Television also sought to find out who tends to cheat more in a marriage or relationship.
The people that cheat mostly is the ladies, because ladies are very smart. You can't easily catch a woman that cheats, but you know the men now, they are not smart enough. So when they cheat, it's very obvious. They're being caught easily.
It's the male. The male will always tell you that I'm the man of the house.
Sometimes we just need to advise ourselves. These men you see sometimes, I always want to say, and I still keep on saying it, 60% or most of these men, they cheat outside. Both married ones unmarried. So you don't need to kill yourself over a particular man.
The pain with infidelity is usually inevitable and can have emotionally devastating consequences, just like the story of this woman. Although families can move past infidelity with time and therapy, both partners need to work on the root causes of unfaithfulness to enable them enjoy the beauty and sanctity of a married life. Remember to like us on Facebook, Clearview Television. Follow us on Twitter at Clearview TV. Follow us on Instagram at ClearviewTV_NG. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Clearview TV. I am Dorothy Monday. Thank you for watching.